Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Prime 4 podcast. My name is Bryce.
Chris.
Ross.
Alex.
And we got a special one for you today where we only talk slightly about racism. We're going to go try to do normal format, and then we'll discuss probably more at the end. I just wanted to bring up, let's just do it normal, but let's talk about how your guys' weeks were. Were they normal? Did you guys do anything new? Did you quarantine and it's been bullshit, or what's been going on?
I decided this week to take a break from all of the happenings, like just kind of go from macro to micro. So just kind of focus on getting up in the morning, brushing your teeth, just like, choice by choice. I decided to do that a couple days ago, and it's been going well. It's relaxing. It kind of makes you feel like you have control of your situation a little bit more than if you look at the big picture right now.
Right on.
You also get to make a choice of whether you invest the effort of brushing your teeth or not.
Right?
Oh, I also want to reiterate. I also want to say something because I listened to the last episode, and it sounds like I'm very dismissive of what Chris says. Because after he said something like talks, I'm just like, right. And then I start speaking. And I want to say that I do agree with Chris with what he was saying, but I can't remember what I want to say sometimes. So I have to start saying it before I drop it. So I have to keep my responses short so I can say right and then say what I wanted to say so I don't lose it. But I'll try to work better on that. And I'll laver people like in debt collections. I'll listen, acknowledge, validate, and then respond.
That's funny.
I don't think the respond was like...
I'll try not to breathe loud because Bryce will think I'm sighing.
Yo,
you fucking sighed 3 times in the past 2 fucking podcast episodes. Okay,
I literally even listened to it when I was doing the episode, and I'm like, I just breathed there. I didn't fucking sigh.
That 100% a sigh. 100% a sigh. That was the definition of sigh. And the one where you did it twice, I'm like, we can't even put this one out because Ross. It just sounds like he's fucking sick of it. We can't even put this episode out.
I'm sick of racism, Bryce.
No, it wasn't a racism one. It was the one where Chris was silent. Oh, yeah, so it was a racism one. But it was, yeah, but one of them you did 2 times. I'm like, we got to cut it. We can't even have this. If our own personalities can't even make it through a fucking podcast, we got to shut it down. Ross needs to take a sabbatical if he's going to sigh every podcast. That's what I'm saying.
I need the face-to-face, man. Otherwise,
put it on push to talk, or move your fucking mouth away from the mic.
Is that
I don't
an
know.
option?
Like
That's
I said,
crazy.
Like I said, man, the last one I was literally just laying back, so I don't know what the hell that was about, but whatever.
Are you like laying back like horizontally? Like just laying down?
Well, I'm sitting on a bed, so I literally just laid back on the bed and I breathed like out or whatever.
Oh yeah, you breathe very silently. I remember.
You breathe in, you breathe out. Hands up, hands down.
No, shut.
Back up.
Shut. Copyright. Ross put that. Your trademark, whatever.
We didn't even get 10 minutes into the episode.
Wayne Roggs, how was your week, or how's life treating you? Pretty good?
Well, had to work overtime today, so.
Oof.
Probably will for the next few weeks.
Is it like full days?
No, today wasn't. No, but
oh, jeez.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, for sure.
Is Alex in the same boat, or is he playing WoW? Yeah, he's playing WoW. Never mind.
I'm live from work right now. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, that would be awful. I was thinking about staying late today, but I'm like, nope. No way. I'm going to go see my girlfriend. Well, I did stay late, but only an hour. See my girlfriend and make it back on time for the podcast pretty much, and that's about it. So that's good. I'm glad everybody's doing alive stuff where they're alive.
Yeah.
Life is pretty boring right now with everything going on, except the versus stuff on Instagram is still going on with DJs and stuff. I know DJ Premier and RZA did one That was awesome. And apparently, because Eminem news has got to come in, Eminem apparently said he is down for DMX versus battle on IG. DMX says he can get it, but he still wants JZ.
Yeah.
And I thought that it's incredible when like top tier do it, like DJ Premier and RZA, like that. Those are like top tier producers, and it's like it was awesome hearing them. And then I realized that DJ Premier did mathematics for Most Def. Excuse me, that I didn't know. And when I heard that, I'm like, oh, that's cool. I didn't even know that. And
well, and it's
awesome.
like, I think producers is a little bit more exciting for me because it's like, it's bangers and it's a bunch of different artists. Not to say that, you know, it wouldn't be interesting to see a DMX versus Eminem or, you know, who versus that, whatever. But I like the producers because some tracks, you know, you kind of hear like, if they're back to back, you're like, wow, all of his shit really does sound exactly the same, or wow, his shit is really different. So
I agree. I think it would be very interesting to see how this worked out. Specifically, like, I do want 50 Cent in there. I think 50 Cent like versus DMX would kind of be better. But to be fair, DMX is like one of the greatest rappers of all time. So it's like he probably should be doing someone in his caliber.
yeah,
Like Jay-Z would be in his caliber, Eminem would be, Nas, something like that.
For DMX, I think
Luda.
it would be punching downwards, dude.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. But I mean, a lot of people have that mentality that Jay-Z is the top. It's weird, but it's true.
well, I mean, consistently with like him putting out hits, it's crazy. The numbers are crazy. And also, LL Cool J too had a shit ton of bangers. I was randomly looking that shit up.
Oh,
and
yeah,
I'm like,
dude.
this is insane.
Yeah, did you get head sprung?
Yeah.
They call me Big LL, Big Willie.
Big. They call me Big Bang. Yeah. I was like, yo, I was bouncing. I was like, all right, cool. The list is over. And then it's like, nope, but wait, there's more. Bam.
No, people always sleep on all the oldies but goodies like Busta Rhymes, you know?
Yeah.
KRS-One and Rakim and fucking Kane, dude. Like, yeah, the old ones don't get a lot of credit like they should anymore, but I mean, they may have been pioneers, but it's like Rakim was the closest to like modern, and then modern took over, and it's like it adapted and became like, you know, just like insane.
Yeah.
Just in a very short period of time, like within a decade, it's like, you know, you're going from Rakim, which is like the godfather of modern rap pretty much. And it's like, then you go right from that to Nas and Jay-Z, Biggie, Tupac and shit. And it's like, oh, okay, this is different. This is new. NWA shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The good shit.
Yeah. Good shit. And yeah, they don't get the credit, but I mean, they're pioneers. I'll give them that. But like goats of all time, like skill, no, not really. But influence, you know, definitely one of the top. But there's more to it now,
for sure.
And we have to do that someday. We have to, when we get back in person someday in a year, we'll have to do our greatest rapper of all time and quantify that shit so people know what's up. So that's all I got for hip hop. Not much shit going on. I didn't, to be honest, I didn't dig for anything. There might have been like some fucking Trippie Redd or some shit that released, but
sure, Eminem didn't like release another fucking like just random album.
Surprise album. Surprise.
Define random.
Because
he just released two fucking goats like back to back, dude.
Just like, hey, it's Tuesday. Here's an album.
Yeah. No, it's been a while. Oh, fucking fresh video, 6ix9ine. Fucking Trolls featuring Nicki Minaj. No one gives a fuck.
People doing shit with him? I thought they weren't going to.
Yeah, fucking Akon or whatever is making a Locked Up remix, and
I heard that shit.
complaining on the song about how his friends were not his friends and like justifying him snitching. I'm like, listen, buddy, like I don't care. Like you don't have to explain nothing to me because I don't care.
Like you could still not be friends with somebody anymore and not snitch
Are
on
you
them.
sure that
Right.
you remember how like a couple years ago, like there was that in DC there was that recording studio that the cops had, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
It's like the evolution of that, where now they just have like the people rap with 6ix9ine, and he just like fucking just tells
Just
on
like
him.
a plant.
What
Yeah.
if he's like the best undercover like FBI or cop guy there ever was?
He's an informant, dude.
Yeah, he was trained 6ix9ine.
Fuck
I'd
around,
love
get the
to be
whole label
part of-
sent up for years.
I'd love to be part of that board meeting. Hear me out, guys. I'm gonna have long rainbow extensions and tattoos of 69 all over my body. They're gonna find out who you are. They're gonna know who you are.
They're gonna make a movie about him in the future. Like it's gonna be in the caliber of like Black Klansman, except he's gonna be like a undercover like rapper that's just like informing on everybody.
Dude,
Right?
Doom and Mr. Fantastic, Dick Long like Elastic already told that story, and it's called Rap Snitches Knishes, all right?
Hell yeah.
Rap snitches, telling on the business, sit in the court and be their own star witness. Do you see the perpetrator? Yeah, I'm right here. Fuck around, get the whole label sent up for years.
Oh,
They-
God bleep that. Sorry.
Oh, baby.
No, I'm just
No, you don't bleep that.
I was
That's
just
fucking
listening
Dick
to
Long
that
like
shit
Elastic,
today.
all right? Dude, I try to listen to Doom like at least once a week, if not daily.
Yeah, I was listening to Danger Doom today along with that.
Oh, I love the Danger Doom album. Like, I love pretty much all of Doom's albums. Like, I can't fault any of them, but you can rank them. I never did that rank video, but that's okay. Needle Drop has some fake fucking bullshit you can go watch if you want to see some fucking just bullshit.
Well,
For top. Oh, let's rank Doom album is what is that fucking I can't even remember what it's fucking called because it's clearly not number one. He's like, is this one number one?
well, Mewtwo is my
Just clickbait. No one said anything about Mewtwo being their favorite. I don't think you know, like, I don't think you know what happened. I have.
Bryce, show me the math.
It's Born
Bryce.
Like This.
How do you do
Born
the
Like
math?
This is
How do
the.
you do the math, Bryce?
I don't know what you're talking about right now.
Just kidding.
It says, and I quote.
Oh, here we go.
Bryce Abfalter, 11, could not contain his enthusiasm in the parking lot. It was awesome. It was the best movie ever, he yelled. His favorite part was also the battle between Mew and Mewtwo, but it wasn't about violence. This proves that fighting is not good, he said. That was the newspaper quote. No, nowhere did it say,
Bryce,
my favorite Pokemon is Mewtwo. It's clearly
You need to-
fucking my dude Squirtle, okay?
you need
like-
to post that to bring everybody together. Like, fighting is not the answer, man.
Fighting's not the answer, because that's what Mewtwo found out in the fucking movie, dude. When he killed Ash, like straight up just fucking gatted him in the face.
Yep.
And Pikachu's like, oh my god, stop, and cried and like healed him. Mewtwo's like,
Why does Mew have like a racist like Asian accent or something?
Russ, cut that. You misinterpreted that accent, okay? First off, I'm wearing headphones, so I can't even hear myself. That's probably why I come off loud, because I'm muffled. I can't even hear myself. So whatever accent I was doing there was clearly part of racist June Bryce. Okay? That's not me. That's June, okay? That's the month of June. That's racist Bryce. Okay? You can't cancel me for that when you know it's coming, okay?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's probably not a racist accent because like in like animes, that's the accent they give like for those characters and stuff.
Right?
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what I did. I don't know what I did or what you're talking about. Okay?
Deny.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
I was just messing with you, man.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
I know. I know. I honestly, I'm assuming I did it. I did a accent I wasn't supposed to, but I seriously can't really hear myself because I don't have the voice, like my voice going through my headphones.
It was
So
it was like, hey, make that the very strong like anime like accent.
Oh yeah, I got you covered, dude. You ready? No, I'm kidding.
Then you come out with the Goku. Hey,
Dude, if fucking Steel Toe can do it, I can do it. Okay. Not get canceled.
Should not try
Okay?
to be like him.
If you snowflakes got offended by that, no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Ross, bleep all that.
Oh, jeez.
No, you can just bleep. I don't know. I'll have to listen to it. Bleep whatever you feel like. For gaming, Last of Us 2 comes out this month, and I have no spoilers. I still haven't played Last of Us 1, and I still want a PS4 Pro just to play a few games for the PlayStation 4, which is the second greatest selling console of all time behind the PlayStation 2. Is that actually true, or is it the Switch now? Am I confusing the PS4 with the Switch?
I think it's the PS4. I think that the Switch has sold more than the Xbox One. I know it passed that.
Of course.
And I think I might have passed one of the other ones too, but I'm pretty sure PS2 is still like way up there compared to anything else.
It is very difficult because like Xbox, like deep down, is my favorite console, but I think deeper down, PlayStation 2 might be my favorite console because technically that is the one I use the most because I had the DVD player. But it's
my last console.
I don't know. At least the Xbox,
because there was nothing after, you know.
At least the original Xbox could survive like a drop test, and like the PS2 would just feel like dead.
That's true. I too have two Xboxes, original Xboxes. I only have one PlayStation 2, so that explains it. I think I'm bitter. Like, I don't know. The PS2 is so fucking good, though. Like, whenever I think about my favorite console of all time, like, I just start, like, putting them everywhere, and I'm like, fuck, I really love the GameCube, though. Like, Nintendo 64 isn't even up there for me. Like, I love the Nintendo 64, but it was garbage. The controller was garbage. But, like, PlayStation 2, like, Xbox, GameCube, it's like Xbox 360 even. Anyway, that's a different story. So yeah, it is PlayStation 2, then DS, Game Boy Color, then PlayStation 4, then PlayStation, then Wii, then PlayStation 3, then Xbox 360. So people sleep on the Xbox.
Yeah.
Because they're fucking simps. Dude, if you just see how like if you just see how gaming like has the number of gamers has increased like dramatically through the years. Like let's say this let me find one. The GameCube in 2001 sold 21.74 million units, which was really good for the year 2001.
But the thing about that is like a lot of the majority of them are like becoming PC gamers now, so the numbers of console sales are going down.
Well, no, I'm about to blow your mind because it's like in the 90s selling
there was a spike. I know what you're saying. Selling
millions of units is good. And in the early 2000s, selling 10 million to 20 million was considered good. And now the PlayStation 2 sold 155 million.
Yeah, that was like the pinnacle.
4, 110. Like, it's just increased so dramatically over the years. PC is clearly better than all of them. We can all admit that. We're not fucking simps. We know it's PC for life. Because that's just better in every aspect of the word.
I have never played a PC game.
Well, I mean, you should at some point, but it is expensive to get into if you want anything like remotely fantastic, dick long like elastic. But you could get off with something cheaper. But I mean, one of them you can one of them has porn and video games. And the other one doesn't. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you can look up porn. Ross, can you look up porn on like PlayStation 4 and Xbox One now?
I have no clue.
Shut up. Don't give me that I don't know
When would that ever be a like thing that comes up? What the hell?
Dude, are you kidding me, dude? I recently just fucking got like my PSPs up and jailbroken. First thing I put on there was Gianna Michaels' Big Wet Butts too.
Yeah, that sounds like you definitely did.
No, I didn't actually do that. It was a pain in the ass jailbreaking. But Last of Us 2 is coming out this month, so that's exciting. Ghost of Tsushima, that's in July. and I can't believe they're going through with these.
Do the accent.
No, shut up. Ross, bleep that. And now let's get down to the bread and butter for video games so we can talk about this. The PlayStation 5 finally revealed what it looks like. To me, it looks complete and utter garbage. Like, yeah, I thought they
see that post I posted with all the memes about it?
Yeah, I thought they were delaying it because they got so much backlash from the controller. I thought they were delaying it until like to redesign it or recolor it. No. They still showed a PS5 with that controller with one of the most ugliest consoles I've ever seen. It looks like a fucking pistachio.
Yeah, people are saying like a duck bill and stuff like that.
Yeah, it looks like two fucking Pringles put together. It looks like a fucking pistachio that's cracked.
People were saying they needed it to look like that because they were having heat dissipation issues, and that's like how they had to do it.
Well, yeah, because you can tell they clearly have venting around like the entire length of it, but they could have literally did that with the PS4 and have venting in that crack. Like,
and you have Microsoft that's like, well, we're just going to make ours like have the heat come out the top and have it just channeled that way.
Which makes sense.
Exactly.
Can Xbox please make a fucking cube? Well, I guess they can't because GameCube is the fucking cube, dude. They
made a box, I guess, the new one.
Yeah, it's rectangles. I'm sick of fucking rectangles, you guys. Come on, make some. Well, yeah, PlayStation is like hold my beer, and they made some like ugly sci-fi looking shit. Like
it's got like the Linksys router with the binder around it or whatever and shit like that.
Yeah, I saw a PS2 with a white binder around it. Like that's the PlayStation 5. For those of you. You got to look it up. I'm sure if you're interested in gaming, you've seen it. The color scheme.
Then it just looks bad. Just looks like it wasn't even designed to have a disk drive, and they're like, we have to put a disk drive on this thing. It's just hanging off the edge there.
Yeah, it's like let's just bulge this side out to fit a disk drive in there.
The guy I was watching, like looking at it, he's like, it's got this tumor growth on the side for the disk drive, and I'm just like, Jesus.
Well, yeah, to be fair, because if people like don't like the look of the disk drive, they'll buy the one without it.
The digital.
Yeah, they're releasing the cheaper digital one straight up off the bat, which they shouldn't do. That's a bad business decision. But I think they needed to do it just to compete with the Xbox pricing.
I guess they're still saying that there's like they keep finding more things claiming there's like a cheaper Xbox version they at least like were thinking about if not going to release.
Yeah, they might be streamlining it to compete with the PS5, but in the end we know it. I mean, we've had this argument before. It's games, like it's exclusives that sell consoles.
Yeah, that's why PlayStation still I guess has the upper hand even though most of their like exclusives I don't think are that great.
Well, they're going to have ports too. They're probably going to have Last of Us 2, Tsushima, Ghost of Tsushima ports for PlayStation 5 as soon as it comes out. Cyberpunk's going to hit, but that's going to be on everything.
Did you watch the trailers for the new games or whatever that they had?
No. Were they good?
Well, they had Resident Evil 8 Village.
Oh, what?
Which they used the VII from 8. They integrated it into the name Village, like at the front. So it was like really cool.
Okay. A new Resident Evil, not a remake.
Yeah,
it's the 8th Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I like 7 a lot.
It's supposed to be like it's supposed to be like in like I don't know if it's a continuation of 7 or if it's got something. It's kind of I think in the same kind of like world. I think I don't know how it works, but
okay, because I know the world for 7, the Outbreak or whatever one, or what was it called?
Biohazard?
Yeah, Biohazard.
Or something like that?
They go it's some hick house that they go into that you Yeah,
this one takes place in like some village with like a castle and it almost looked like they were vampires, but I'm not sure.
Oh fuck. Like the castle thing is like a mixture of like Resident Evil 4 with the mansion, and the village is like a mixture of Resident Evil 6, I want to say. But Resident Evil 4 did have a village too, I think, that you go through before the mansion. So I'll have to look at the trailer because Resident Evil's really good, but I have a very difficult time playing them because I tried playing the remake of 2 and I have it, but I get I think I get so much anxiety playing it because you have to do puzzles during the gameplay when you're being like things are chasing you and you have to do puzzles while being chased like the whole time. And I'm like, I love this game. It looks fucking incredible. This game is amazing, but I just get so much anxiety just doing that, I guess. So like I watch Resident Evil playthroughs from people that know what they're doing or struggling themselves so I don't have to. But getting chased, like you have to run circles and hope you don't screw up while something chases you while you're trying to quickly stop and do a puzzle in between like circles and stuff while you're thinking or finding stuff. You have to have loops like to kite things, and it's like, oh my god, I can't do it. It's like that's anxiety to me in video games.
Oh yeah. Then there was like this Capcom game that almost kind of looked like a Death Stranding-esque game.
Oh shit, is it called Death Stranding FedEx or something?
I don't know, but it was like it was some guy in like some futuristic like spacesuit thing, and there was like some weird like I don't know, it almost seemed like he was in like a simulation thing on the you figure out he's like on the moon or something. And I'm just like, what the like it was very hard to like understand what was going on because they didn't like explain any plot.
Oh, so they're trying to do like the Death Stranding confusing fucking trailer shit.
And well, at the end of the trailer, he's with some little girl who's like, I don't know, like an android or something, and they're both looking like at Earth from the moon.
And the Earth is fucked up.
No, the Earth looks like it has like lights on it, like people are living on it, so it's kind of confusing.
Oh, I'll have to check that. So yeah, I'll have to check these trailers out. Is that PS5 too as well?
Yeah. And then there's another one that's like where you play a stray cat, and it's like a post-apocalyptic where humans don't exist, but like there's like robot androids like in our place. It's called like Stray or something.
Shit. Okay. Okay, because there's that reminds me of a that Netflix show. What was that called? It was called like Robots in Love, or what was it called?
Oh, Love and Robot or
Love,
whatever.
Death, Robots or something?
Yeah, Love, Death, Robots. They had an episode. It's kind of like a weird Black Mirror show, but it's all like different art styles and stuff for each episode. They had an episode where like there's robots and all the humans have died, and I think it's cats that have taken over. Yeah, like house cats that talk.
That's funny.
And that's like the sorry, spoiler alert, that's like the twist at the end, and I'm like,
nice.
Oh cool.
Because it says like it has like spray painted on the wall, it says like RIP humans or something like that, like we either killed ourselves or died off somehow.
Yeah.
And then it shows like a barber shop, and it shows like an android guy like tightening like screws on the like other one's neck or something like that, and so it's like they like have jobs and stuff.
That's crazy.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I like that idea. I gotta see these trailers now. I didn't even know they came out with trailers, so that kind of I just was focused on how ugly the PS5 looked. So I gotta check that out.
They had a new Ratchet and Clank.
Oh yeah. Who was it? Did it? Never mind. You almost had to bleep something again.
Jesus.
I was gonna name a female, and was she the main character?
Oh, they had some.
If you're thinking of the same female, I recently had that female delete me.
I just typed it in the podcast text.
Ratchet and Clank. Oh god.
Oh yeah, but they had some weird thing like during it where there's some like weird time thing. I don't know if they get like into a different like timeline, and it's like the robot says something to which one's the robot? I don't know. The robot says something to the other guy, and the other guy's like, "Who's that?" And all of a sudden, it's like a chick version of him, and it's like, "What?"
Weird. Okay, I got to see this trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah, Xbox I don't think has many exclusives that they've announced, have they? Like anything?
They had their little like thing I think last month, but I think like the Halo stuff and some of the other stuff is still hasn't been shown yet.
Oh, they probably I don't think they're gonna have exclusives then for launch, which will fuck them.
They showed like I don't know which ones are exclusives, but they showed like a month or two ago they showed like a bunch of games like trailers and stuff.
Okay, I wonder if any of them are like exclusive or good, like
Yes, yeah, I don't know. I didn't really look.
Xbox.
I'm sure a lot of them are like where they're PC and Xbox because of their whole Windows, like whatever the heck it's called, Xbox crossplay stuff or whatever.
All confirmed launch games on Eurogamer.net. If they're gonna make me turn off my ad blocker, fuck them. Yep. Yeah, we noticed you're using an ad blocker. Fuck you, Eurogamer.net. I'm not even going to your shit. Okay? Like, if you... I hate it. I hate it when they... I understand it. Like, they want me to see their advertisements, but I also don't care when there's another website that I could go to.
Yep.
Xbox... So they're saying launch title Halo Infinite is confirmed. Destiny 2.
They just haven't showed anything from it really other than that trailer.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
I know there's they said there's another like Halo project being worked on too that got like leaked.
Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 confirmed Series A. Oh nope, it's on PS5 too.
Yeah, I'm sure it's I didn't think it was going to be an exclusive, that one.
Sold. So no, because I could play that on PC. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Marvel Spider-Man, Miles Morales. That's
I heard about that shit in passing. I'm like, wow.
Oh, Dirt 5, Outriders, and Valhalla are on both. So is Destiny. Oh. Wait, yeah, PlayStation 5. I don't see like anything as heavy hitting as Halo Infinite.
Oh yeah, Halo is definitely like.
But I haven't seen Godfall yet, or any of these other ones really. I guess so. I shouldn't say that. Halo Infinite's going to be their bread and butter if it releases. Oh man, if you get a PS5 or an Xbox and you get to fucking get Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 for launch, oh, you are fucking lucky.
I know even Joey, the super like, he like super picky about games, actually said he kind of wanted that game, which was funny.
What? Vampire Masquerade? Yeah. Dude, that game is like incredibly good. The first one.
Yeah.
And this one looks like, yeah, I mean, it looks like a fucking modern version of it, which is going to be incredible. What is it releasing on PC though? Microsoft Windows. Hopefully it releases on PC as well. Anyway, so yeah, I guess we'll need to see more on the exclusives because they might be hiding something, or something might be delayed. So we'll see. But like, if they get like Last of Us 2, PlayStation might have some, like, do they have backwards compatibility with the previous thing?
I know they were saying that like backwards compatibility, the Xbox was going to have like way more, but I don't know, like. I'm sure PlayStation will have enough of the newer stuff. Like that's what they'll probably focus on. But like Xbox was going to have like a lot of stuff that goes all the way back to like Xbox, kind of stuff.
Okay. The Miles Morales is an expansion, I guess, for the Spider-Man game.
And I know it said that like the Xbox one was going to have like where it would upscale them to like a lot of them to like HDR stuff with like 120 frames and stuff like that.
Yeah, I wonder, like, I mean, people really don't care about console hardware either these days. Because, I mean, if the Switch is anything to go by, like, people honestly really don't care in the end.
Oh, no, dude.
Like it's exclusives. 100%, yeah. So, yeah, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. We'll report in quotations on that when we get closer. I finished... I think I have like 15 minutes of the last episode of Space Force left.
Wow, you watched more than we did. We haven't even watched any since you like watched with us.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we've been busy kinda, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it got a lot funnier in some episodes.
Seemed like it was heading that way when we were watching it.
Yeah, the end kind of
like the whole Kalima.
Yeah, that was awesome with the balloon. Dude, John Malkovich is fucking stealing that show though.
Oh yeah.
Like it's incredible. Like
I think he like literally was like, I have to be on this show or something like that. Like he like wanted to be on it.
Yeah, and the fucking the Schwartz guy. He's starting to steal it too.
Which guy is that now?
He's like the media manager for Steve Carell's character.
Yeah, okay.
God.
Yeah, he's starting to steal it too. It's like the characters are finally starting to like come
Fuck
into
Tony
their
or
own.
whatever his name is.
Yeah, fuck Tony. F Tony Scaraducci or whatever, and they go fuck Tony. Because he's just like a shitter, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
Have anybody been seeing anything else that they caught on the streams?
I'm trying to remember if I watched anything else. Probably not really at the moment.
Nope, just a lot of old shit.
Yeah.
What is Observer, and why does it have that actor?
Observer, what's that?
It has
Wood
a
Harris.
film. Or God dang it! No, what is it? It's that actor the main guy from Blade Runner, main bad guy.
Rutger Hauer.
Rutger Hauer, yes.
Oh, I thought you were saying Jared Leto.
No, why am I seeing this game on this website? Yeah, I posted the picture. That's definitely Rutger Hauer. He was in a video game back in the day. Is this like next gen visuals? Okay, so it's a remaster of the old game with Rutger Hauer.
Okay, sure.
Okay, my bad.
Well, I know Mads Mikkelsen was in Death Stranding.
Yeah, I have no idea about Death Stranding, man. I want to play it. I know I want to play it. I don't know anything about it. I want to play it.
Gotta deliver them boxes.
Well, yeah, I've seen like some gameplay where you deliver shit, which I'm fine with. I played Elite Dangerous where you're literally in a spaceship. You get what?
Western audiences wouldn't understand a game with a strong narrative like Death Stranding.
Oh yeah, I can't because I only want to play first-person shooties.
Those are literally the only games,
dude. If I wanted to be
the best games,
dude, I'm an American. Yeah, if I'm an American, if I wanted to play a first-person shooter, I'd.
And we're back.
I've been doing so good.
Is that a bleeper?
Yeah.
I mean, you could like go without it, but it's probably not going to be a good look.
Oh, okay. Dude, it's racist price though. In the month of June, I get to say whatever I want. You know.
Okay.
Price like I need my first person shooter and I need my chicken tendies.
It's if you guys want to be a party to what I said, then you can bleep it like that.
When the chef gets the
I don't think
right.
June Bryce doesn't think what I said was offensive, but you can bleep it, Ross, okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. He's gonna end up not bleeping it, and I'm gonna be and then next week I'm gonna be like, no, you should bleep it. You should bleep it.
Bryce will be like, really?
Really? Dude, when I was talking about Mr. Popo, Dragon Ball Z blackface for Halloween because it's not racist. Because apparently Mr. Popo and Dragon Ball Z isn't racist. Yeah, you cut that.
Well, I guess I was cutting something right before it, and then I kind of just was like, Alex, should I keep this in? And he's probably like, I don't know, probably not.
Yeah, it was like a chain. It was like a chain of things that shouldn't have been said, probably.
Alex, our moral compass.
Yeah, Alex had like 2 things bleeped last week.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
Well, a lot of times, for those of you who want background on our cuts, it's mostly names or jokes occasionally, pretty much, and that's about it.
Mm-hmm.
Rarely. Stop your squeaking, Chris. We hear it.
That's my fucking dog downstairs. He never wants me unless.
Oh, that's your dog?
Funny. Yeah.
Oh my god! It sounded like you were wheeling a fucking cart in a fucking.
Yeah, it sounds like someone turning on like a rusty faucet or something.
Yeah, rusty faucet's good.
He's like 3 pounds or some shit. That's like the best he can do. He's small, man.
Is he really that small?
Fucking
I saw a
tiny.
picture.
We and this is gonna totally make us sound like those people. We got a DNA test for him.
Oh, geez.
Oh, my God. You're disgusting.
So we can figure out what he's mixed with. Because he's a Chihuahua mix, but he does not look like a Chihuahua. So we're gonna figure out if he's mixed with some sort of terrier or whatever. But yes, that's a thing in my house. That's what quarantine has pushed us to do, is buy ridiculous shit online that I don't even really believe in.
You bought a dog online? Is that what you're saying?
No, the fucking DNA test.
God dang
it. I don't think those are very accurate.
Is there like a website for it, like ancestryforyourpet.com or something?
Oh my god!
Right? It's like, oh shit.
Yeah,
instead of 23andMe, it's I'm dead.
actually,
because dogs don't live 23 human years.
If they're purebred, they'll be licensed and have lineage.
Yeah, but like it's what sucks with the
you get certificates.
Is you got all the health issues there. That's why we went rescue.
It depends. I mean, if they're doing inbreeding and shit, yeah, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But like,
and then some of the breeds, they're bred to like look nice, but then they have just health problems because of the different like
a pug.
Yeah.
A pug is the saddest dog in existence. My dog Thor is half pug, half wiener dog though, so he's like able to live.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Can he drink out of a regular bowl, Bryce?
Thor?
Yeah.
Yeah, we just have a ceramic bowl.
Okay.
We don't have like a dog bowl or anything.
Because like pugs cannot. Like they have to have little hamster water things. Because if they try to drink out a regular bowl, they'll drown themselves.
No, they won't.
I don't know. I could see that being
with their
thing.
tongue. Dogs drink with their tongue.
I'm telling you, Bryce. Look it up. It's on the interwebs.
Okay.
I think I found it on ebombsworld.com, Bryce.
Shut up.
It was titled Gianna Michael's Pug or something.
Oh, yeah. That's Pog. That's Pog, dude.
Oh, sorry. I must have got that mixed up.
Yeah, that's Pog. PAWG. Which stands for Fat Ass White Girl.
Oh, man.
That is super funny.
5 of the best bowls for pugs to avoid bloat. Oh god. The wrong size of the bowl can cause them to eat or drink too fast.
Just mad crazy dogs. Yo, Chihuahuas are mad crazy too. Like they be getting, apparently they call it the zoomies. I don't know what it is, but like,
yeah, they get hyper.
Super hyper, and then like witching hour or whatever, like right before they get to bed, they gotta like run off that last 10 miles of energy they got left in them. Like it's insane.
Thor does that too. Like I usually just chase them around the living room because our house is big enough, it'll go up and down the hallways to burn out, and then because dogs have the pent up energy that they have to burn, and bigger dogs like huskies and shit, they need like a minimum like 6 miles a day or something ridiculous to burn their energy. Yeah, like that's why like bigger dogs are like way more of a responsibility depending on the breed. And a lot of dogs with pent up energy, like they can get hyperactive and like have like behavioral issues and stuff because they have so much pent up energy because their owners are bad and don't like take them on walks like they were supposed to when they got the dogs.
Yeah.
So that's why it's like you need to be capable of like dealing with a large breed of dog before you get the dog. Like
for sure,
smaller breeds is easier.
Have the proper space to do that shit. Like I don't see how people in like inner city areas own like huskies and shit. Like how does that husky ever run around and do crazy shit?
Well, I mean, bigger cities do have dog parks, but they have to take the dogs for walks.
Right.
Like a husky will not let you not spend its energy, pretty much. It'll whine probably or howl.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know much about huskies. I really wanted one. And bigger dogs are nice because they don't die to things in the wild usually. So they can actually be outside alone. And it's like knock on the door or bark at the front door when you want to be let back in. Pretty much is Thor. We did that. Thor used to be able to do that until everything that could kill him started moving into the area. Like we saw coyotes, an eagle flying overhead. They're circling. A big hawk circling, raccoons coming in, and it's like, okay, these
raccoons could kill. Never mind. We're talking about Minnesota raccoons.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm like, all these things could kill Thor. Now he can't be outside alone, but we used to be able to let him out. He'd wander to the neighbors, and then when he wanted to be let back in, he would come to the front door and bark. Like shit like that. It used to be nice, and he could burn his energy, go sniff around, mark whatever he wanted in the neighborhood. But then it's like, oh, these can all kill you. So now he's supervised only outside.
Wow.
But for those of you who do not know, raccoons kill and eat cats.
That is fucking terrifying and awesome.
And they leave the heads and the feet.
Why?
I don't know. You can look it up, but if like
that's fucking crazy. So raccoons wash their hands before they eat and leave the heads and feet of cats. That's crazy.
Yeah, like you can look it up. Like everybody thinks like raccoons are cute and shit, but they're wild animals, savage, just like anything else, but they kill and eat cats, like specifically, like
they're fucking killers, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. You can look it up. It's like
I'm doing it right
pretty
now.
Crazy. Well, probably don't want to see the images of what's left over and shit, but
I was one of those young children, misguided, whatever, that went on rotten.com.
Oh god, you're one of those live leak fucks that get off on fucking death porn.
What is live leak?
It's just that shows all the death videos and shit.
Oh, the snuff films, yeah.
Yeah, people dying and shit, and people watch it, and because they're fucking sociopaths.
I don't think I've ever watched like a video. Like I couldn't have like a video, but I've watched. It's all showing cute shit with raccoons and cats. That's not what I want to see. No, it was always the pictures on there. Like, dude got hit by a train. It's like, what?
I don't know if raccoons will eat a small dog, but I'm not chancing it.
Hell no.
Yeah, like there's no point in chancing it. Like even if a hawk is like not as big as Thor, it can still swoop down and just fucking kill him. And it's like
for no reason too. Like don't even eat or anything. Just kill it just to kill it. I'm paranoid about that shit. That's why I kind of like I think the biggest animal we had over here that I've seen was an owl. But I'm like, nope, not gonna chance it still. I don't know what the fuck's out there.
Kittens are in fatal danger if a raccoon is near them. The wild creature will most definitely try to attack and eat the kittens. Larger domestic cats. This is from a random catological website, so credible, no idea. Larger domestic cats are far less likely to be eaten by a wild raccoon, but they can still get bitten. Yeah.
That is crazy.
And they can bite and disease the cats and they'll die anyway.
Jeez.
Raccoon predation on domestic cats. Warning, graphic photos. Nope.
Oh, no.
Don't want to see that.
That is fucking terrible.
A raccoon killed and ate 16 barn cats over a couple months.
Like, that is insane. These things are fucking vicious, bro.
Yeah, and the Wainwrongs got cats recently, so that's why they're quiet.
What are they going to go outside? We don't let them
They're
outside.
cat people. Even though cats are trash.
There'd be some real monsters outside. That's crazy. I sound like that dude on Family Guy. Damn, nature, you scary.
Well,
that's crazy. Now that video makes sense of that raccoon that was stealing cat food, and the cats just kind of looked at him. It's like, yo, it's either you or this cat food.
The Star, Toronto Star, gang of raccoons snatches family cats. British Columbia. They're locking their doors.
I immediately think of the raccoon version of the Squirtle Squad.
Right?
Just immediately.
Wearing sunglasses. Pet owners are locking their doors after a gang of raccoons made off with a family cat. The second such attack this month. 17-year-old Siamese cat was cornered by two raccoons in his driveway Sunday morning and dragged away screaming.
Yo, that is graphic. That's crazy.
Yeah. She tried to fend off the aggression with the garden hose, but to no avail. Are you kidding me?
Were you spraying it with a garden hose? Like
it was probably it was probably like an elderly woman. You could square up on a fucking raccoon. They'll fight back, but they're like little fat fuckers. You kick one of those, you could punt them pretty good, and they'll be like, "Nope, I'm out." They're fat little fuckers, but they will. I've seen raccoons go savage, and they're quick. Like you'd be surprised how fucking ridiculous they can move, even though they're like tubby little fucks.
Yeah. Not surprised. That's crazy. And y'all raccoons out here versus the ones in Virginia, like our shits look like tiny, like miniature beanie babies versus y'all shits out here. They be looking like baby bears and shit.
It was pretty horrifying. They were all over him. There was nothing left. They actually backed away with what was left of him in their mouths.
Jeez.
The neighbors initially scared the raccoons away, but when they came to get us, the raccoons returned. She ran and her husband ran out to attempt to stop the onslaught, but it was too late.
Crazy.
Yeah, raccoons and cats, negative. Did you see that video? There's a video released like last month of a cougar that just snatched a cat in their someone's driveway, just snatched their family cat in the driveway and ran off.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's like, oh my god.
Crazy cat lady.
Yep.
I mean, you said a cougar.
Raccoon attacking family's cat caught on video. See, who watches this shit?
Yo. I can't. I thought I could do it. I thought I was still young, evil.
I've accidentally seen some stuff.
But I cannot.
Yeah.
You can't unsee that shit as a real adult. You know what I'm saying?
I am still haunted by the tiger that jumped a fence and snatched a family's dog in India, I believe. And there was sound. And the dog was able to make very little sound before it was snatched on the neck and dragged away. Jeez. And I am still haunted by it because dogs are better than people.
I will 100% agree with you there.
Yeah.
100% agree with
dogs
you. Dogs
aren't out there saying all lives matter and shit. Right? Like, you don't get that shit with dogs. Like, dogs are just innocent beings that are empathetic. And they're fantastic companions, and cats are shit. Everybody knows this. Go ahead in the comments and try to argue that shit.
Verified.
If you want to square up in real life, you can see my picture on Twitter. I live in Minnesota. I'll fight you. Dogs are better, obviously, because they are. That's all I got. I don't have any news. There's no more news. I don't know. Oh, did you guys want to get into the race thing with the Wizards of the Coast, or no?
Oh, I thought we were going to talk about like all the Confederate flag being banned and things and stuff.
We can if you guys want to start talking about race issues again. So
I know NASCAR banned them at their events or something like that.
Yep.
That's literally like at the end of Bruno where they figured out Straight Dave was gay at that point. Like, you know what I'm saying? All those people at the NASCAR like, no.
That's crazy.
And that one driver's like, I can't be part of them anymore because of that. And then they look and he hasn't even raced in like a year or something like that, or like in this whole year.
Well, and he's the guy finishes like 28th place and shit like that. And I was like, well, I guess he has something in common with the Confederacy. Zero wins. Like, are you fucking kidding me? No one cares.
Yeah, it's funny. It was like the only Confederate flag allowed at a NASCAR race, and it was like over the white flag or whatever.
Yep.
And I was like, yes.
Like, that's fucking good. So many people are mad. I think I was more excited for the fact that so many people were mad because, I mean, they act like they watch NASCAR. They really, especially out here, they act like they're Southern and shit. And I'm like, you're really not Southern. Like, stop. Knock it off.
Pretty much.
I'm like, you can be country without being Southern.
Exactly. Oh, Bryce just posted a picture.
Oh,
well, yeah, I'm getting the 7 magic cards that they banned the art of, and they removed them.
Oh, yeah.
Because your racist cousin, he was very upset when this occurred, and he was messaging me about it.
I mean, how did they ban the art? Like, I guess, like, you mean like on online stuff or something?
Yes, that's literally it.
Oh,
and I
okay.
told him if he is triggered so much by it, buy the card, and because they still exist, and preserve history himself if he's so triggered by it. Otherwise, it's only going to affect people who search on Gather or something. But for those of you who do not know, okay, go ahead, Chris. What were you going to say?
Could you? Well, no, you can go ahead and say what this is about, and I have questions about like why certain things. Oh shit!
Oh, shit. You see it. You see it now.
I'm reading them, and I'm like, why is that racist? And then I read it, and I'm like, oh shit! Clearly, that's just funny.
I can. Okay, so some of these I can defend. Some of these I can't. So some of these are understandable, some of them are not. But let's go through this. For those of you who do not know, Wizards of the Coast, the people, or Hasbro, Wizards of the Coast, the people who make Magic the Gathering cards, they have recently banned the art of 7 cards that depict racism. And these cards have existed since the early 90s, since 94 and up.
Yeah, they're all old cards.
And
pretty much.
Yeah, since 94 and up, and they've banned the art, and your racist cousin was very upset that this happened and said that they're deleting history, and we know how this always turns out. And he said something else like, the Soys and POC have been attacking them on how they don't have POC designers and artists. And I didn't know what a soy was, and he told me. You can Google that yourself on Urban Dictionary. I told him, who cares?
It's that good sauce you put on the Chinese food.
Yeah, pretty much.
Shit. Yo, this shit is insane.
And I don't know, your racist cousin was not happy and went off about it. But I wanted to talk about this because this is where the balance, like, I think one of the effects of what's going on right now, you have the overbalancing act where you're working towards equality, but it's a balance. It's like a seesaw that constantly goes back and forth. So people over censor themselves or don't censor themselves at all, or remove censor, whatever. It's like a balancing act. So I wanted to bring this up as a perfect example because I just know a ton about Magic. So I feel like I can discuss this specific one better if they're overbalancing or not. So we have 7 cards.
Before you get into that, I want to know what's wrong with the stone throwing devils card. That's the only one I'm stuck on.
Islam.
Really?
Isn't that what it is?
Well, okay, so here's the thing. Stone throwing devils is a let me look up if it's a slur.
Isn't that a reference to like stoning people or whatever?
Oh yeah, but in the picture it literally shows devils, like creature devils.
I'm sure I'm sure it has something to do with something. That's what that was my first thought when I saw it. Maybe that means I'm racist, though, I guess. Oh, well.
What?
Let me see stone throwing devils saying, if there is a saying for it.
Well, and then it's like I looked at right away when I looked at Crusade, I looked at the artwork and I was like, that's not offensive. And then I read what was under that shit and I was like, whoa.
So I'm not seeing stone throwing devils as being a specific slur or saying. I think it just is involved with stone throwing and addressing someone as devils, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm sure that was it.
Could be.
But I wanted to get into this. So Wizards of the Coast banned the art of 7 Magic cards that depict racism, or that they say depict racism. Some of them I can defend, some of them I can't.
Well, see, it's in the set Arabian Nights, so I just figured it was some sort of reference to like the Middle East is what I kind of.
The cards are called Invoke Prejudice, Cleanse, Imprison, Pradesh Gypsies, Jihad, Crusade, and Stone Throwing Devils. So some of the names you can tell from them. but Invoke Prejudice is the main one that I think clearly was created to depict something in the real world. It is showing spirits with essentially pointed hoods with the executioner's axe, and the card's name is Invoke Prejudice. So that one clearly has ties, I would say, to the KKK, and the name of the card is Invoke Prejudice, which...
What does the card say?
It says, if an opponent casts a summon spell that does not match the color of one of the creatures under your control, that spell is countered unless the caster pays an additional X, where X is the casting cost of the summon spell.
Uh-huh.
And summon spells are creatures, essentially, of whatever that you play, that you cast. This card's art was clearly made to depict what it said, and what it says and does. This is the clear offender to me. Invoke Prejudice. It has to do with colors of creatures.
Uh-huh.
And the art depicted is obviously Klansmen.
Yeah, it's like a mob. It's like a mob, and they're like, "Yeah, you're not the same as us," kind of thing.
Right.
I've owned this card before, multiple times, the physical card, and you know exactly what you're buying.
Oh, geez.
You know exactly. No, well, you know it's a really good card.
Yeah,
like it is a very powerful card in Magic.
Yeah,
but when you see that card, the art depicted whatever, you see it.
Yeah.
And let's see how much it costs right now. $280 right now is what this card is worth, because it's a really old card.
Yep.
$206. I own this card, and it was a great fucking card. Clear Offender. Clear Offender. Now, this is where a lot of it gets misconstrued, because Magic has 5 colors: white, green, red, blue, black. Creatures in those colors are addressed as the color. So you have red. You have cards that say all red creatures. You have cards that say all green creatures, all blue creatures, all white creatures, all black creatures.
Yo.
So obviously, when you start putting it in real world context, when there shouldn't be, yes, of course you can say, okay, these all white cards, all black cards, all black creatures, all white creatures.
Yo.
It's like, this is where I don't understand. This is where the overbalancing act happens. It's like, yeah, but there's green, red, and blue that talk about green, red, and blue creatures. So you don't depict them in the real world, and there's no issue. But here's the thing.
What you're saying is there is a Blue Lives Matter card?
Oh, geez.
Yeah, essentially. people look into it too much. Like, there's a card called Cleanse. It's a white card that says all black creatures in play are destroyed.
That shit is racist. That shit is super racist.
And, okay, I get it, but I also don't get it.
Well, it's one of them things where in Magic, there's like, of course they made black and white opposite like faction kind of things almost pretty much.
You think of ethnic cleansing when you think of this card. It's not depicting black people. And here's the thing. White, specifically white cards, that mana cluster deals with the destruction of creatures of specific colors even, and also it has to deal with soldiers and stuff. Like, that's like the main shtick of the white color
so Trump would
of
be
the mana pie.
Super a white player.
No, I would say he would be black. Because here's the thing, because black is the darkness. It is the shadow, the shades, and the swamps. And Trump is obviously of the swamp. He is literally... Okay, let me tell you the Trump card right here. It is literally, when it first came out, like when the saying first came out, MAGA, I immediately wanted Trump's head
on the you're gonna post
photoshopped
it
on this card. I'm gonna post it, and Chris will understand.
Oh,
And,
God.
you can see that the card is called MAGA Traitor to Mortals.
Yo,
It is a black card, and I want Trump's head photoshopped on that card.
yo, why are we not working on this?
Because I don't want to Photoshop it. But here's the thing.
Crazy.
But here's the thing. I don't know if that, because white, you can only come up with so many cards that have to deal with destruction. So you get everything. You get Wrath of God, Damnation, Cleanse, Upheaval, Ambition's Rune. You get everything, because you're running out of names. And this one happens to say Cleanse that all black creatures and destroy all black creatures. So if they intentionally did that or not, I don't know.
Do we think that there was a certain level of tongue-in-cheek while these guys are making these cards? Is what
Possible, but here's the thing. There's a black card called Virtue's Rune that depicts a soldier and a white village. Destroy all white creatures.
Listen.
So it's like
Can you post a picture of that card too?
Yeah. There it is. Because it's a thing. It's a balanced scale, but when people look, like, obviously there are offenders here, like Invoke Prejudice, that was clearly created, but also it's art. It is art. I'll give it that, but clearly it was made for that. Cleanse, I think, is not. It's offensive if you look into it that way, is what I'm saying.
Yo,
Imprison
is pretty offensive too.
Virtue's Rune is a black substance, swab substance, destroying a soldier in shiny silver plate armor with white buildings in the background, a village. Yeah. And it's called Virtue's Rune. Like the white mana is considered virtuous, which it is. It's the side that has the angels and stuff. And because that's just how it works. Yeah.
Yo. And would I be racist if I got one of these on a t-shirt?
No, go. I don't care what you do with these cards, because I don't consider them to be as racist as some people say, except for these worst offenders. Like, let's go on to the other ones before we go too long.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cleanse. So Invoke Prejudice, obviously. Cleanse could be. Imprison depicts a malnourished black man with a steel maiden helmet on. I don't know if that has a depiction of anything in, like, with slavery, or though one of those devices being used. I'm pretty sure it's a real medieval device, but it's like, I don't know if this was used during slavery. But it's the art of a black man being imprisoned, essentially. And there are depictions everywhere. In Magic. Magic has extremely controversial art. We're talking huge religious backlash because it has devils, pentagrams. And back in the early 90s, that it was devil worship, essentially. And this dark gothic art is what Magic is known for. It has thousands of art like this, gothic depictions, and it's fantastic. But when it's used in cards that could be misconstrued in a negative way, it's understandable. Like this one, Imprison. It shows a black man. It's like,
the thing about this is, and this is coming from a guy that, I mean, I've never played it myself, but my cousin, shout out Big Tom. He played that game and all that other shit. My thing is, do I think it's good that companies are seeing through that lens? Yes. Do I think it's beneficial to everyone involved to start thinking through that lens? Yes. Are there going to be things like this that are going to fall by the wayside? Yeah, but I think it's for the greater good. You know, I'm not saying that any of these cards, I mean, though hilariously, like, you can make anything sound like it's, you know, racial or whatever, you know, like, that's inevitable. But the fact that companies are actually thinking about this, I'm very excited about that portion.
I don't like woke companies because it's always a narrative to get more money. Here's Miser's Cage, which depicts two black people in a cage and another black person rummaging through like treasure in the background. The quote is, a lot of these cards have quotes too that depict the story of what's going on. The quote here is, let him be imprisoned while his possessions wander free. Sugata legal decree. At the end of target opponent's upkeep, if that player has 5 or more cards in hand, Miser's Cage deals 2 damage to him or her. So look at that art, Chris. Is that racist?
I don't really think so.
Right.
I mean,
it's
me as a person, like, as an individual, I don't think so.
And I can Magic. I'm not as I remember the art of tons of cards, but I haven't been in Magic for so long, so I'm having difficulty calling these up. But I can tell you, there's cards of, you know, there's white people imprisoned in cards. There's golems being imprisoned. It's everything. So this one I can understand too. The imprison. If you look into it, negative connotations, of course. Prodish Gypsies. Nothing is negative about this card except for it says gypsies.
No, the ability is like a gypsy cursing somebody it's making fun of.
Is that what it is?
I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
I'm going to say target creature gets -2. I don't see anything about curses.
Okay, you don't understand. Never mind. I'm not going to tell you you don't understand.
No, I mean, definitely. I mean, explain it to me, 'cause like I said, I haven't played this game.
I can say it just reduces the attack power of a creature. And I guess like I said, I guess if you look into it, it's them cursing a person.
Is that a racial slur? Like, am I that uncultured that I don't know that that's a racial slur?
Gypsy curse. Yeah, gypsy curse. That's like a kind of a racial slur kind of thing.
When you say getting gypped, that's a racial slur. Not racial, but it's a slur against gypsies.
That's the one that Roddy didn't know until
he didn't know that.
Like, if you want to see some messed up stuff, like Google like gypsy curse.
What I'm trying to ask is, who is this term against? Like, what group of people are considered that?
Gypsies is a group of people. Like,
yeah,
it's like a nomadic people.
Okay, so you wouldn't be able to say it's Russian, German, whatever. It's just a group of people.
Well, I don't know where it originated, but no, it's a specific group of nomadic people. It's like the I don't know if an equivalent would be the Hmong.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
That might be a better comparison, I guess, of just like a nomadic people that don't really settle anywhere.
Okay.
There's a website called howtoremovecurse.com.
Oh my god. So I guess, yeah, if you interpret that as that being a curse, sure. But
I mean, I guess maybe I could be looking too far into it, but I was just thinking of what could be the reason, like, that people would like be against it, I guess.
Yeah. Because, like, let me find something else. Find something else for you. I'm trying to find the card, but I can't remember the name because I've been out of it for so long. So while I'm looking for that, I'm going to show you an example of another green creature that's not called the gypsy that does the same thing to target creature.
Yeah, I'm sure there are.
An elf. It's like, okay, is that racist? It's an elf. The elf is the elf cursing him. It's It's reducing the attack power, and however they do that, that's up to your imagination.
Yeah.
So, like, who knows?
It's just like the card name grouped with the ability, and people can think it's like that thing, is what I'm saying.
So I understand. I'm not going to throw a fit for that one. I get what Ross is saying.
Yep.
The other card, Jihad, it's a white card. Definition of Jihad is struggle or fight against the enemies of Islam. The spiritual struggle within oneself against sin. It depicts soldiers going into battle.
Pretty much, yeah.
And it's from the set Arabian Nights, which was themed around Arabic culture.
Yep.
Jihad is an Arabic word which means striving or struggling, especially with a praiseworthy aim. But I guess this one depicts war. I guess that's insensitive. So sure. Jihad, sure. Crusade. All white creatures gain +1/+1, and it depicts crusaders. I guess that's offensive, and it just happens to be.
Yo, listen. This shit is hilarious because it's like you're playing a game and you're only thinking about it in the correct context when you're playing this. But me, as a person who has never played this game, I'm like, how the fuck did they get away with this shit in the first place? Like, it's so... we live in a culture right now that is very... I don't want to say conscious or woke or any of that terminology, but we live in a society right now that is very aware, hopefully, of what they're doing comparatively. So like that just shows how much maybe growth or how good people got at hiding these type of ideologies. But this shit is crazy to sit here and read this shit, and it's like that would never be allowed to be put out today.
That's probably true.
I mean, I don't know. I couldn't tell you anymore. A lot of this, I don't know how people. I think this. I do not care that these images were banned on the internet for these cards when you search them. It's whatever to me. I don't play Magic anymore, but I do think this is an example of over tipping the scales, like over censoring yourself because of the current climate.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure of a lot, we will see a lot more of this coming up. But
yeah, I think, I don't know. I think the scales kind of have to rock the other way for a while till we figure out what the new or what balance is.
Yeah.
And I think that this line of thinking is going to change the world because they changed a few Magic cards? No. But do I think this will have the collective kind of thinking about like, damn, what do I say or do that could have came off this way? Just being conscious of, you know, what type of tone you're using with people and just exploring that. Because I think as the human race, we've gone far too long saying and doing shit and not thinking about, you know, the butterfly effect, the ripple effect that happens after we say or do something.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I think because I do feel somewhat of a way because Magic is a huge part of my life and it feels like someone's touching my past. But I'm okay with it in the end because I don't care, I guess, right now. But I do feel like someone's touching my childhood right now. And I think that's where your racist cousin's coming from with how offended he was. Like, he's like, SJW's ruining everything, blah, 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 whatever the fuck he would say. But yeah, clearly I can understand it, but
I mean, do I think it's funny? Yeah. Do I think it's ironic that you know, they're changing things in Magic the Gathering, but games like Cards Against Humanity still exist where it's just blatantly right there in front of you, edgy, this, that, and a third. Yeah, you know, it's like I get it, but I think overall it's a step in the right direction and just being conscious of what type of stuff that you're putting out. But I think that the companies that really should be doing this and looking out for this, they're not going to catch on anyway.
Yeah, I suppose. Magic is in downfall anyway. It's dying. It'll go the wayside as a physical game within the next couple of years.
Yeah, you've been saying that for shit as long as we've been filming this podcast.
No, I believe I gave it a specific date, a specific year when it will happen.
No. What I'm saying is like consistently, you're like Magic's not gonna last, you know. So
no, it's not. They've been they can't get new players. They've been losing old players, and they can't keep the numbers up. They can't keep the sales up. They see jumps in sales, of course, because reprints and nostalgia are what bring people back or get people buying product again. But as soon as that falls out, they're still hanging off over the edge as soon as that goes away. Because right now they've been dramatically reprints, nostalgia, and power. Like, you can tell they're in their death throes right now. Honestly, they should go as just a digital game like Hearthstone and just stay that way, because then they would make way more profit. The clouds broke and the sun's rays burst forth. Each foul beast in its turn faltered and was gone. That's the quote for Cleanse. Destroy all black creatures. God, the quotes. They have a lot of good quotes on all these cards. Okay, anybody have anything else they want to say? I'm just droning it on with a visual section. Ross cut it.
Oh, jeez.
Because people aren't even seeing these Magic cards, but I just wanted to use it as an example of the scales tipping. Anybody got anything else they want to bring up, or are we ending?
I
think we're good.
All right, I will catch you next time.
Late.
See you.
Hey everyone, hope you enjoyed the episode. You could catch us currently at the Prime 4 podcast on iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, and Podcast Addict for audio only. If you want to see how fugly we look in real life, you can also catch us on YouTube under the Prime 4 podcast.